Hey guys, hey everybody. We're here and I am running late. So this is going to take me just a minute. Hopefully I'll get this before people pop on, but I've got to get my phone up here. Ugh. All right, settings. Yeah, there was an issue when I tried to set up the feed. Hey Cruisin', awesome. When I tried to do the feed in StreamYard last night, it was having a problem with Facebook. It wasn't just me. So I was like, oh, forget it. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Then they sent me an email today saying, oh, we noticed you had a problem. It wasn't just me. They fixed it. So, but I tried to deal with that at work. I mean, real quick to like set something in StreamYard, and I think it worked okay. But I had to redo it when I got home and add the picture so everybody knew what we were doing. So let me get myself in. Oop. Add the stage. Yikes. I'm so sorry about that. All right, I should have had my volume down. Okay, solo. Oh, and you saw the mess on my desk because I didn't get all my stuff done. All right, so everybody can hear me now, right? And it's not like screeching. I don't hear the screeching anymore. Hey Deb, Cynthia, Di, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get a couple of things out of my way. Try to get this cleaned up because, of course, I had to come home and cut just a couple things. But tonight we're going to work with these Merry, Bold, and Bright papers. And I just have a couple of things to talk about first. First and foremost is the October host code for my Think Pink workshop. Hey, Nancy. That and Penny. Awesome. That closes on Monday. All right. They only last for 30 days, and I didn't want to have to deal with any of that on Halloween. So I made it, the 1st through the 30th. All right. Let me get these pieces out. So that code is not showing. Let's go right there. Okay. So anything, oops, $50, you get the make and take kit. I dropped a piece of paper. $75, you get the kit and a freebie. I think it was Iridescent Pearls. I'm really not sure. I can't remember right now. But it's something good. So that's that. October code closes out. The other thing, I have 2 things left. Hey, Sean. Actually, let's go on ahead and get down here to my desk. I have 2 things to share that are available, like whoever wants them. And this, oh, sorry. All right. That's good enough. Let's quit with the rocking. Okay. 2 things left. So I have got, this is my very last sticky bag. So sticky situation bag. This has 7 different adhesives in it. It's $39. This black one is the only one I have left. So $39. And then if you need shipping, whatever it costs to ship, it's pretty light. This would definitely be like first class. Hey, Marlene. But there's liquid glue, tear and tape, mini glue dots, dimensionals, mini dimensionals, I think black dimensionals, foam adhesive sheets. Yeah, self-adhesive foam mats, black ones and mini ones. Yep, so all the dimensionals, foam adhesive sheets, glue dots, tear and tape. So all that, $39, which it's like over $50 value when you add all the, tax and shipping and full price and all that. So I only have the one left. Okay. Hey, Jamie Gibbs. So $39. I have more info on my blog, and it's a tab at the top. It says sticky situation bags. So check that if you want. I just want to get rid of that. And then, so Paper Pumpkin, this was the kit, and I still have not had a chance to watch Gail's video from Sunday. And my fingernail just broke a little chunk off. That's nice. So I haven't even got into this kit yet, but I ordered 2 extras. Okay. So if anybody wanted one, didn't get signed up, whatever, it's the full kit. So It cost me when I went on my card, I got 2 extras. They're $25.97 a piece. So I'm saying $26 because that's what I paid, and then whatever it costs to ship you if you are not local. This one came with glitter glue, real red spot, and then the cards. I was surprised. I thought they were going to be shaped like houses and trees. I didn't realize that they're just cutouts that go on here, but I like it still, and I love the envelopes. So, I mean, that's pretty. But all these pieces, so this is just mine that I haven't really got into yet, but I like the fonts. Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas. So if you want this is the full kit. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin member and you want it anyway, 26 plus however we got to get it to you. All right. And I have 2 of these. All right. So first come, first serve. Hey, Tanya. So that's the Paper Pumpkin sticky bag. And I got one Halloween card to show you, and then we're going to get into it. This one's from Sharon out in California. I love it. So she started with a purple card base and then must have done ink blending with like some different blues to get it a little darker. So, Di, you want another one. You just got your other one coming. Well, I'll let you know if somebody else wants it. But it's a full kit, Di. You don't need the full kit. And I think they might have refills available. I need a drink of water there. All right. But like cute stuff. Tree die cut and this witch that is just, had a bad day. She's tired. Totally cute. And it's an interesting, like it flips up like that. I love it, Sharon. Thank you. So, all right, tonight. The whole purpose of tonight was when I first saw this Merry Bold and Bright paper, I did not immediately think of Christmas. Even though it's in the Christmas section, I was more interested in all the brights. And man, I tell you, my paper pack is really tight. It even was bowing a little. I got to take this white piece out. Maybe that'll make it better. Oh yeah, that loosens it up. So yeah, it's one of the first papers that we see in the holiday catalog, and it is in the Christmas section. So there we've got our trees, but then look, we got a nice solid, stripes, different trees, nice polka dot, love those. Stars, they can go for anything. Very nice rainbow diagonal, I love that. Fa la la, obviously Christmas. Dots, not Christmas. Stripes, not Christmas. Bulbs, yeah, Christmas. Green dots, I love these. And notice the 2 bulbs styles. This one is rounded. Let's get a load of those. These are the pointy ones. So that's cool that they have both. Interesting. I did not yet get the stamp set that went with this, but I just like the paper and the bright colors. I thought this would make a great little scrapbook, not for holidays. So I wanted to give you some ideas tonight. Cards, I'm calling these 2 ways because we're going to do a Christmas and then a non-Christmas. So let's get to our first one. And I'm only doing 3 because I really figured I was going to be short on time. So let's do, and hope my piles don't all crash. Let's do this first one. So we're going to use the pointy bulb papers. So I have got, and let me show you the back. So pointy side bulbs, green dots, love it. Obviously, you can still do Christmas with this if you want, but this has a lot of possibilities. I think it's very generic. Greens, I think, are very neutral. Like greens are in everything. So we'll see what we get, right? All right, so we've got shaded spruce, 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Then we've got white for the inside. That is 4 by 5 1/4. And I will have my blog updated. I'm probably going to do that Sunday when I'm at the crop with Diane and Jamie, because I don't think I'll have time. Saturday I'm going to a different crop in the morning. So yeah, Sunday look for my blog update with these measurements. All right, then we've got the designer paper, and that also is 4 by 5 1/4. All right, and I'm just gonna glue that down. Glue it down flat. Then I've got 2 pieces. And you know what? What was I supposed to? Okay, I didn't have to cut anything out. All right. Let me double check my notes. Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then I've got 2 pieces. I've got this white that is 2.5 by 3 3/4. I don't trust myself. Oh, yep. I'm not lying. 2.5, 3 3/4. Then this is Poppy Parade. This should be 2 3/4 by 4. Yep. 2 3/4 by 4. All right, so we're going to do that. Then we're bringing in, what am I going to do? The Merriest Trees. Oh, which, you know what? That is not in my pile. All right, hold please. I got to go snatch that off the shelf. Merriest Trees. Where is it? Merriest Trees. Oh, you know what? That's got to be somewhere. That's got to be in my pile because it's not over there. Throughout the year, biggest wish. Oh my God, you guys. I'm dying here. I've got my dies. And is it right in front of my face? Could be it. All right, let's try this again. Merriest Trees, Merriest Trees. Forever. Talk amongst yourselves while I find my, oh, jeez. It was out of alphabetical order. Ugh. Yeah, Di, you're right. I do need to take a breath. Why am I rushing? Because it was like 7:59. And I was like, what is going on? All right. So I wanted to stamp this tree on here, but you know what I realized? I'm going to have to stamp this and die cut it. And I hope for sure that my die works. Yeah, it will. All right, in my little one, in my little mini. All right, let's do this. And I want the middle size. Yep, that's going to work. All right, so scratch paper that we're going to need to stamp this big old tree. All right, and I don't really need it to be completely on the block. I do want a piece of foam. And I'll take, let's use this scrap. And I'm going to go, I want a lighter shade of green. So there is Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist, both in here. I like them both. So let's go with Granny Apple. Ooh, I like that. Granny Apple's a little bit darker than Lemon Lime Twist. All right, now I'm just going to push this down. And wipe this off. You know, I've been kind of worrying because I haven't worked on a lot of my own Christmas cards yet this year. But really, when I get these done, like a couple, even if I do 1 or 2 every week between now and the end of the year, like I still get them done. I shouldn't panic about it. And I really don't panic. It's usually like, if I'm down to the end, like 2 weeks before Christmas, it's a very simple card that's going to happen. All right, so I only want to cut out this top bit. All right, and I want a little bit of, I'm going to have to use a Post-it note because I don't have any of my little, like, Post-it tape available. Let's do this. And then we're going to cut this. And I don't think I'm going to put any decorations or, you know, doodads on this. This is just to show you the idea. So Christmas and non-Christmas. All right, let's get my, I always have to blow the dust off to this thing because it sits right in front of my trash can, so it gets all the stuff and like on the floor. All right, and I want to angle this a little bit. Only because I don't want those dies like a straight line. Okay. Hopefully this worked. Oh, and Sue, when I was emailing StreamYard, I put in, I asked them to figure out the noise situation, how we can't do the noise canceling doesn't work when we're both on. So we'll see what they say. All right. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So this is going to come over here. Nice, nice, nice. And then I want to have a little greeting. I can do, I want something that's going to fit on here because I just decided I'm going to pop this tree up and I just want a little something there. And these are, love and joy. I'm not feeling it. I want something smaller. Sending cheer. How about that? From the sending cheer set. Nice. I just got into this one. Actually, I just got it like 2 weeks ago and haven't really finished prepping all. You know, I like to tape these in the case now. Do all that. All right, so we're going to use shaded spruce. And just because that's a little bit, I want it darker than the tree. All right, let's do this. And I'm going to put it up in the corner. Let me make sure I'm still in frame. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. So I can either hang the tree like this. Oh, could do that. And have the greeting like right here. It doesn't have to be in the middle. All right, let's do sending cheer. And I hope that's straight-ish. I know it wasn't straight on my stamp, but that's okay. All right, I'm liking it. So we're going to glue these layers together. And if you wanted, obviously, to stamp anything else on the back of this, go for it. But what I'm going to show you next is the finished version of another one. Measurements are all the same. Paper's flipped. It just gives a whole different look. All right, now, it is sad that it seems like most of our pretty bulbs get covered up, but not all of them. It'll be fine. All right, let's be generous with our dimensionals. We don't want any saggy bits. Oh, Sean, you'll be so jealous. It was like 80 degrees today. Flip-flop weather yesterday and today. Yesterday was only like 70-something. But tomorrow's going to be another 80-something degree day, which I'm over it, but I don't mind having more flip-flop time. All right, let's put that there. Oh, yeah, I like that. Hanging off the edge a little bit. Nice. All right, I feel like that needs some sparkles or something. Actually, what are these little things in there? That looks like 2 little asterisks or something. What are those supposed to be? I have no idea. If anybody knows what these are supposed to be, other than just 2 little sparkles, let me know. I'm going to add a few just because this is like too much white space. Not a fan. But let's pick a different color. Let's do a balmy blue. That's one of the colors that is, oh no, is it balmy blue or blueberry bushel, crushed curry, flirty flamingo, granny apple green, lemon lime twist, melon mambo, pool party. That's it. Poppy parade and shaded spruce. So let's go with pool party. I just want to add a few of these little. You've had 70s this week, Sean? Well, that's good. Oh, thanks, Marlene. All right, let's do some sparkles. I don't know how I feel about this just being two of these together. Why didn't they make it 3? Jeez. Now I have to count 2, 4. I need some there. 6. That looks not exactly like what I wanted, but good enough. You get the idea. Fill this in with something. All right, and then let's just go ahead and add some gems real quick. We're just going to go with rhinestones. Oh, yeah, because that's what I used on the other card. Let's keep it similar as I can. So let's do medium, small, small, and then a big one. That looks like enough of a mix. Penny, 86 in Houston. You win. Actually, let's see what Rose says in the desert. Or Sharon, if she's on later. Yeah, they're probably still pretty hot. All right, so this is our first card. Same exact measurements. Now remember, we're going to do flip the paper over. So this piece was, which one? This one was the pointy bulbs that had the green dots on the back. Where is it? There we go. So we've got green dots and pointy bulbs. All right, so flipping the same size paper over and same measurements here, completely different look. So with this one, I went with the granny apple, shaded, still the shaded spruce base, just like the first one. But then I've got a granny apple green layer, and then the white is still the same. I stamped the leaves from the ladybug directly on, and then I just created these with the ladybug punch. And this one is glued down flat, and this one is popped up. I don't know if you can really tell that. But this greeting is from the Throughout the Year, the one that's in the holiday catalog that has like all these different ones. I thought, I needed something that size. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, ladybugs, look, it'll totally work. Yeah, girl, I love the ladybugs. Yep, and I stamped those dots on and just added some rhinestones. So Christmas, non-Christmas, 2 ways. I love that one. All right, so let's do, yeah, completely different looks. I love it. So let's go on to another one. Ooh, nice. This one, we're going to use the presents, the present and the bow from that Sending Cheer set. And let's get all my pieces. Now this one, I have to remember that I want to use some magnets to get it to close. So let me just pull those down and peel some off. There's 1. There's 2. Oops, they stuck together. That's fine. They can hang out together for a minute. All right, so I already stamped my presents. So now I'm going to show you the non-Christmas one first, and then I'll flip. Hey, Vicki. So these I stamped. This is Flirty Flamingo and I believe Lemon Lime Twist. I can't remember sure about the green. The presents, one of these is Crushed Curry and Blueberry Bushel. The other is Daffodil Delight. I think this is Daffodil because it's a little bit lighter. But my pad is so juicy that all the detail of the presents, all these little dots that are on there, it gets lost. So that's disappointing. I'm probably going to use that one. So we've got our presents. We've got a Poppy Parade base. Now this is going to be a gatefold card. So again, I'm going to do Sue's trick. I'm going to score one side and then fold the other one in. So we're going to score this. It's 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score at 2 1/8. All right, hold it down. This way there's no gap in the middle. Like if your cardstock or your scoring isn't like perfectly right. And I have been finding that some of my cardstock has been crooked. I think Peggy and I were talking about that. All right, so this we fold in. That's our left flap. Then I kind of want to bend this a little bit first, like try to roll it, because I just don't want it to be like a crunchy edge, not smooth. All right, so I'm just bringing that right until it meets there. All right. So we've got our gatefold. We're going to need 2 pieces of designer paper. Now I use 2 different patterns, and I will show you. So we've got the rounded bulbs, which is, and the stripes. All right, and then this, the fa la 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 la, and the dots. So you can guess what I'm going to use on the next card. All right, but for this one, we're going to go here. So I want to put on my magnet before I lay down this, the designer paper. And these are 2 by 5 3/8. So it's going to be like a very teeny tiny border. I can go ahead and put the left one on though. So 2 by 5 3/8. Because remember our flap was 2 1/8 by 5.5. So teeny tiny little border. And it is hard to see all this red on red. All right, that's good. Now, putting our magnet on. Where do we know where to put it? Well, we need our layers. So, oh, where's my layer? All right, looks like I have to cut my... Oh, you know what? I had a piece of blueberry bushel out that I was going to use, and I don't know what I've done with it. Let me see. I'm going to have to cut a new piece. All right. Let me think. But this white piece that we're going to stamp on, we can at least get our magnet down. This is 3.5 by 3.5. So 3.5 square. So imagine this is going to be like right in the middle, and it's going to have a layer. So I want my magnet to be like right here. And that's going to be like right in the middle. So that's fine. This is going to work out. So I want to peel one of these off and put that right down. And I like to follow up with a little bit of tear and tape right over it. Tear and tape, score tape, whatever you have. Just to keep this magnet in place. There we go. All right, then we can go ahead and put our designer paper on there, and I can look around while I'm gluing, see if that piece of paper turns up that I think I already cut. All right. I'm liking this. All right. Let me lift everything up. Let's see, what do I have? What do I have? Oh, this is for the card. So I did not get to finish my number 3 card. So we're going to do that. All right. I got to cut a piece of, I'm going to go with blueberry bushel, I think. Because let's see. Our presents are going to be Flirty Flamingo and this, the yellow. So I felt like, I just found a random piece of tape on my pants. I felt like blue would be okay. Because we're only going to see this little bit of blue here and right there. All right. So 3 by 3. I want to cut this at, let's go, I don't always do 1/4 of an inch, but the other one was 3.5 by 3.5, right? And you got to be kidding me. Oh. All right, I gotta cut this down. So my colored layer is supposed to be 3.5 by 3.5. And then I'll cut that other one down. I don't want it to be too wide because, you know, we only have a 4.25 inch across the card. So 3.5 by 3.5 blueberry bushel. And then I'm going to go ahead and make this one 3.25 by 3.25. All right. It's going to be fine. Okay, so this is going to be our stamping layer. And we're going to add our presents. I'll just give you a little hint. They're going to go kind of like that. So for the words, I love the, what are they called? The Biggest Wish stamps and the new ones that we have, More Wishes. So that's the More Wishes. And we use those for that big truck card too. So Biggest Wish, we're going to do Happy Birthday. And at least I have those all mounted and ready to go. All right, let's pick my ink color. I think I'm going to go with Shaded Spruce. So we're going to go Birthday down here. And I tell you, I have a pile of stamps and dies precariously leaning next to me. So it might be a bit of a mess. All right, Shaded Spruce. I like that there's really, there's 3 different shades of green in these papers. All right, Shaded Spruce. And I'm trying to go down bottom left corner. I like it. Let's wipe, wipe, wipe. And then I do have the Happy here. Yep, here we go. Happy, we're going to go in the top right corner. So bottom left, top right. If you had wanted to do, top left, bottom right, that works too. I'm just trying not to deviate too much from what I already did so I don't mess things up. Going off leash. All right. So let me clean this because I don't like all that extra ink. That's going to get me. Okay. So here is our layers. And this is going to go here. Now, your magnet you want sandwiched in between these pieces. Okay. So I'm going to have to put this one down first. And I only want to tape along this side. All right. And then I'll put my magnet on. And then I'm going to add this one. All right. So now I'm eyeballing, like that's middle-ish. That's good enough. So I want glue right behind here. You only want glue on one side because we do want to be able to open it. And that looks actually pretty straight. I'm lucky with these stripes because I can tell right there. I can use that as a guide to see that that's straight. All right, now let's just take our other magnet, push this down, and that goes right where it needs to go. All right, so give it a little glue, drop it down again. Let's follow up with another little piece of tape. So I'm only using a couple of the patterns from this paper pack tonight, but you get the idea that, one side is not Christmas. Doesn't have to be anyway. All right. Just gluing this on. Now, another thing, keep in mind when you're using magnets, you don't want this magnet to be super close to the edge because I'll tell you, this is a 1/4 inch border and it's like right here. So, you don't want it to pop up on the sides. So just keep that in mind. But I like it. We're going to put a present over this anyway. But magnet, super easy. Oh, we got to put our piece on the inside. So this 4 by 5.25 white. Yeah, Marlene, I think they're bright and cheery too. And I'm not usually a brights. I guess I like brights better than subtles for sure. But you know, the like fall colors are my absolute fave. All right, now these we're just gonna pop up our presents. And if it covers up a little bit of the words, like it probably is going to, that's okay. Because we all know what it says. Yeah. And we're just gonna use dimensionals for these. And then we'll finish up with some jemmies of some kind. And let's use all these little bits. Yeah, and Sue, I didn't realize you were going on last night. I guess because you didn't go on last Friday. But yeah, I didn't see that in time. So I gotta watch yours. All right, let's get a couple more right in the middle here. Why not? Okay, so let's think of, and this can hang off the edge a little bit. It just can't hang off the edge of the card. Oh, I like that. Yeah. All right, let's get that one down first. Yeah, magnets are very cool. Oh, yeah, Jamie, they're not in the catalog. Yep, and Penny's got the, actually, I can send you the same link I sent Penny. Somebody just asked me this too on one of my videos, and it took me like 2 days to find the from the last time I bought them. But they come in, I think I got a 200 count because I use them quite often, but I think they had a 100 count too. All right. Because I was using quite a lot on like mini books. All right, let's put that right there. I love it. All right, now these gems, these are out of stock, which I hate doing that, but iridescent. These were on the same page as these papers, but we've got some of these same colors, so let's just stick some of these on here anyway. Do pink, green. Why not? Let's do a blue one. That looks like a clear one. And what do we got? Red. I feel like I need a couple more of these. Red. I want another color. Did I use? I didn't use a blue, or did I? All right, let's do this. And then I'm going to need one more. I'll do another pink one. All right. So yeah, these iridescent discs are, I like them, but they're not available till like November. I'm really not happy with all the accessories that are, whoa, not available. But I love it. It's kind of like confetti, right? So yeah, festive. Now, let's see the Christmas version. So again, I use that same, the 2 pieces of paper, front and back. So now we've got the fa la 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 and the bulbs. So, and I guess I could have flip-flopped these and put like the stripes over here, or I mean the dots, because we've got like a color and then a white background pattern. And I did not put the magnets on this one. So you know what? I might have to do, I could use some of the Velcros that Rose sent me. But I think I'll probably just leave it. Who am I kidding? I'm just going to leave it. If it was something more, I don't know, that I wanted to keep around a lot longer, yeah, I might consider. Yeah, Jamie, they're totally adorable. So, and if you didn't have presents, so yeah, I didn't even stamp with these because I already had them pre-done. But if you don't have any present stamp, you can always make your own out of just cardstock. Like cut a, you know, quadrilateral. This isn't a perfect square. Add maybe even some real ribbon. But I like it. So the Merry Christmas, that was from the More Wishes. And then the regular Biggest Wishes. I love it. All right, so let's do, yeah, Rose, so many color discs. It's raining discs. All right, so for my third one, as I turn my page, This is going to be a shaker card. So I'm going to make the Christmas one first, and then we're going to finish the non-Christmas one that I started. So we're going to have, this is the paper that we're using, this pattern. I love this pattern just because it's like the three shades of green. All right. So we got the trees on that and then the stripes on the back. I love it. All right. So we're going to have shaded spruce, 5.5 by 8.5 for our base. Then we've got 4 by 5.25 for the inside. Rose, you put most of your cards in clear envelopes just for mailing them or just for keeping them? Because I haven't mailed in clear envelopes in I don't know how long. Seems like I got one back maybe because it needed extra postage because it couldn't like cancel my stamp out with the machine because the ink ran. But I generally only use them for swaps now. All right, so that's that. Then we've got 3 pieces here. Our designer paper is 3 by 4. Rose says for keeping them, and then when you mail them off, you take them out of the envelope. Okay. Yeah, I just keep mine like in a box and hope they don't get wrecked. It's not like anybody's pawing through them other than me, right? So this designer paper, 3 by 4. This is a good cutting measurement when you're doing 12 by 12 because you'll get 12 pieces. If I cut that 3.25 by 4.25, I might only be able to get maybe 9. I'm not sure. It's a big difference. So 3 by 4. Then this, I cut 3/16 bigger. So 3 3/16 by 4 3/16. And that's, why didn't I do a quarter? Because I wanted a smidge smaller border. All right, so we want to actually glue this on first. Now you could tape it or glue it, whichever. But we are going to run this through a die cut. So I want to keep that. I want to let that dry for a little bit. All right, now we've got a piece that is the same size. All right, because when I'm doing my shakers, I want to, you need something to close the shaker. So we're going to cut a shape out of here, flip it over, put my acetate on there, window sheet, whatever, and build our shaker. Well, I like to, then how do you get it on your card, right? So I like to cover it up with something, and then I can glue all this and then put it on the front of the card. So it's just easier for me to deal with shakers. And I found that I like to make it the same size as this piece because when I'm just, putting it together, it's easier. I don't have to eyeball anything. It should just line all up. All right, so this is going to be what we're going to build our shaker on. And by the way, let me pull out my bits. So I had to find some other shaker bits, because the only thing I have left are these loose ones that I used. That's not enough. So I'm going to use some of those, but I think I'm just going to use some of these green and gold ones. And I don't know where I got these. Actually, let's see what else. Now I can't get this open. What are these down here? Ooh, these are interesting. I think I got these like free in an order or something from some other company. I don't know. Actually, I'm just going to use some of these, both. The fact that there's no gold, I don't care. All right. Now, the die. So I'm going to need that Merriest Trees die. Even though it's not the same shape. Like this is just straight lines. It's fine. It's going to work out. So I'm going to cut that out right there. Let's bring back my, oh, you know what? I hope this is going to fit on here. Otherwise, I may have to, ooh, just barely. Okay. I was going to say, otherwise, I may have to run out in the hall and do it. All right. So hopefully this is dry enough. And let's get another Post-it note, because what did I do with that other one? I must have thrown it out. Oh, and I need my acetate. Okay, so I'm just going to center this. Now, normally, I would not be doing stamping after this, but I am, because I want to stamp a tree in this, what we cut out. All right, let's do this. Put that right there. Bring my little machine back up. Yeah, I'm lucky that these dies, this actually fits in my cut mini emboss. All right, let's do this. Run this through. Hoping my glue is dry. Rose, you got your Be My Valentine suite today? Oh, nice. So I decided I was not going to sign up for that event. I just didn't think it was worth it for me, but I mean, you get to order stuff a couple weeks ahead, right? I mean, that's good. I know I'm going to like everything that everybody makes, but I'm not going to be upset that I'm not going. And it's an online thing, right? All right, so I got a little bit of wrinkle on my designer paper from my Post-it note. Disappointing. I'm going to save this for another card because I can put that right on something. That really bothers me. I'm going to try to flatten this out. And I know it's only because my cut and emboss is so tight. And I don't even know if you can see it. Can you see this wrinkle right there? I can see it. And right there. Let me just try to flatten that out a little bit. All right. I am going to have to get over it. Okay. But cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right. So this one, I'm glad I still have my tree because we're going to need that. So let's do the acetate. Where'd that go? Oh, here we go. All right. Now I just cut. This is just barely going to fit. I need a different piece, of course. Ugh. So I have a file folder in my cardstock, and that's what I keep like all my little scripts and scraps of window sheets. Hopefully this one will work. Yep. Okay, cool. And then I keep that filed. All right, now I'm going to trim this down because this practically goes to the very edge, and I don't want it that close for my shaker. All right. So we want acetate first, and I'm gonna use tear and tape. You could use, I guess you could use any kind of strong tape adhesive. This is to keep the plastic down, the window sheet part. We still have to add foam for to actually hold the shaker. All right, burnish all these. So you're going to need either dollar store foam tape or the foam adhesive strips that Stampin' Up! Sells. Those are good because they're so skinny. They're like maybe 1/8 of an inch wide. They're very small. So if you've got to get in some tight spaces, that's your go-to. All right, lay this down and just give it a little burnish. Now let's grab my dollar store, and I'm just going to build, well, let's see. I start top and bottom because I want this at the very edge. And I'm also trying to clip, like cover over the edge of that transparency just to make it extra sturdy, like extra, it's not going to come up. All right, now this, I want to go right to the very corner because I don't want, well, none of my sequins will get out of there. they won't escape. All right, man, I got that right on the edge. All right, now I'm actually going to add a few little pieces here because I don't want my shakers to have that much freedom. I want them to be contained in this area. All right, and this, let me turn it this way. Nope. Let's go here. Yeah, I don't want them to escape. All right, so I'm going to put my shaker bits right in the middle there. Oh, Julie, put it through the machine again. You know, and plus it got wrinkled on the back because of this, how this has all the patterns on it. So you can't really see it now, but see how wrinkly? I don't know if you can see the edges. It's terribly, the back side's really wrinkly. That's just because this side is cut so much. But I like to keep one nice. But yeah, I kind of think if I ran it through again, I might make it worse. And then that would really bother me. All right. Now, before we put this on, it's going to fit like this, right? I need to stamp. Oh, and you know what? I shouldn't have put my foam on because I kind of need to. Oh, I really messed this up. Before I put the acetate on, I should have held this up, and then I can stamp my tree right through it. So you know what I'm going to have to do is use my Stamparatus. All right. So let's get this. All is not lost, but it could have been easier. All right, so let's just do this. So it's easy for me to work on this side of my Stamparatus. So let's put this up, and I'm using the edge of the cardstock against the edge of this foam. All right, let's do that. And I need to peel my stamp off. Yeah, this is totally backwards from what I would do it normally. All right, let's do that. Hopefully that's going to fit in there. Ugh, this is dumb. All right, but at least I can figure this out. Okay. Now let's do that. And I'm just going to have to peel this off. But you see here, the tree is going to land right in the middle. Right where I want it to. All right, come on. Of course, it's going to want to stick to the transparency. Okay. Fingers crossed that this works. All right, now line up my piece. This is a piece that's going to go right behind here. So I'm going to put this at the very edge. All right, and now I know that tree. Actually, I might have to just put this right here because I need some magnet. Okay, I can put this down a little bit. And let me do that. Okay. All right, let's do Lemon Lime Twist. Just because it's a little bit lighter. I can't remember if this is Lemon Lime Twist or Granny Apple Green. I think it's Granny Apple. All right. Let's give this a whirl. Hope it works. What about my mistakes, Jamie? What do you love about them? That they happen? I mean, it's real life, right? Stuff happens. Sean, alternatively, stamp on any white cardstock and cut it down after you match up. That's true. That would be an easy way to do it. All right, let's deal with this mess later. But holding this up. Now, the fact that it's on the bottom doesn't matter because, remember, it's going to get covered up. So, ooh, all right, bam, that's close enough. It's over to the side a little bit, but I'm okay with it. You show us how to overcome them. Oh, well, that's true, Jamie. Yeah. Yeah, we all got to figure stuff out, right? Sometimes. All right, where'd my jemmies go? Here we go. So we're just going to put in our shaker bits. And I always like add, like, don't be shy with these because they spread out. You don't want to have too few. You want something to really shake. And that's another reason. If you cut, if you add this foam so it corrals your sequins, otherwise you'd have to add a lot more because it would have all this area to move around in. And they don't need that much mobility. All right, press those down. Let's do a few more of the green ones. Green and gold. It'll be fine. And I may trim this just a tiny bit. It's got to go that way. I know I risk messing it up. All right. All right. Now, tricky part. This foam adhesive is so sticky. You don't want to pop these, all these sequins up. All right. So we just got to be careful pulling all the tape up. And then I am going to have to add liquid glue to the foam just so I have that extra wiggle room time to get my back piece glued on. The tree stamped piece, I should say. Okay. And then we're going to be about done with this one. Okay. Green glue, Tombow glue. And I'm putting this on every piece of foam so I have all the wiggle rooms. And you just want to be careful, like, not to pop this up because, these will go bing. Okay. Now we can set this, right direction. The beauty of using a piece that is cut exactly the same is you just line it up in your hands, all right? But since I trimmed mine a little, that's so I could maybe move it a skosh, and that is going to be perfect. All right. This has to dry for just a minute because that is a whole bunch of glue. And I got it on my hands. So I need to wipe this off. So this shaker is going to go on top of this card. But what we can do right now is stamp our greeting because I want to have a little something coming across that tree. So we're going to need shaded spruce again. Ooh, and that did not do it. My fingers are sticky. I need a little piece of white. How about that? Shaded spruce. And the greeting, I was thinking ringed with nature, because that has a nice font, Merry Christmas. Let me get that. Ringed with nature. But anything really, any little stamp. But I like this. I like the font, and it's a good size. All right, which one is out? Down here we go. Okay, let's grab a little greeting, and then let's do this. And I'm just stamping at the bottom because I'm going to cut this right off. And let me wipe this. Jamie and I have a thing. Every time I say, and then, we're both in our minds or out loud. And then, no more and then. From, what was that? Was that from Dude, I Lost My Car? Or I can't even remember. I think so. All right. Now I want to gently put this out of the way for a minute because that glue, I really was a little too much with that glue. A little bit too extra. All right. Let's cut this straight first. All right. And I'm just eyeballing this. All right. And then we will see how this is going to line up. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, but can you see how this is like bowed a little bit? That's only because I put so much glue on it. Yeah, Dude, Where's My Car? Yep. Okay, so see that, how it's curvy a little bit? We are going to take care of that in a minute. Oof. I got glue on the side of this. All right. All the glue, Rose. Okay, now another idea I had, but I didn't do it. If you wanted to take this same Merry Christmas and like stamp all over to make your own background, you could totally do that too, but I'm going to keep it plain. All right, let's put this down. Oh, so cute, so cute. A little bit of extra glue, but that is going to dry. At least I used this glue and not the Tombow glue. Ooh, I love it. I love it, love it. Yeah, the gold, even though there's no gold in the paper or anything, that's totally okay because it's Christmas, right? All right. So here was my thought that we would just have this like boop right over there. And you know, I do usually like to rip it, but I want it to come straight across. So actually what we're going to do this time, we're going to put our glue right here, and I don't want it to cover up the very bottom of the tree. So like, see, I want some of that peeking out. But now I'm going to go in here and cut this. And hope I get it right. All right. I'm going to have to be happy enough with that. That's good enough because that's what I get for not measuring. But I love it. So we've got our Christmas tree shaker. All right. Now this one I'm going to have to finish, I think, because it's already, well, let's see how it goes. All right. I always say that. So non-Christmas version, we're going to take that same piece. So remember, we've got the stripes, trees on one side, stripes on the other. All right, so here we go. I'll just do it side by side. So for this one, I've got a blueberry bushel base and 4 by 5 1/4 white for the inside. This one, at least I have the shaker part made. I just didn't get all this card pieces put together. All right, let's do that. Now here is our shaker. I have to put more balloons on it. So this time I use the same shade of green, which I'm pretty sure is Lemon Lime Twist, but the paper flipped over. And then these shakers don't exactly match, but they're kind of close enough. But this is the largest balloon. This is from the Bright Balloon set. Oh. I had initially thought to use this die that had all 3 of them, but that was like too big for this piece. And I wanted these layers to be the same. So that's where I went with just the one balloon. All right. And that's where I did it right. I held this layer with the white underneath first and stamped that balloon right through the hole. Then I put the adhesive or the acetate on it and then did all the other things. Filled the shaker bits and then glued this background back on. So now we can just glue this. Man, my stomach just growled. I don't know if you guys heard that. Ugh. All right, so let's get this on. Cute, cute, cute. And then I just cut and stamped like a medium balloon and a smaller one. And I'm just going to like hang them here. This one I'm going to glue right there. And then this one, I think I'm going to pop that up. Why not? And then we're just going to add some a greeting that I did stamp. Oh, here we go. Where's my scissors? Right here. Okay. All right, this wasn't as bad as I thought for being a little panicked from getting home late. Not the end of the world, right? All right, let's put that there. I love that. And then this can come, I want it to go like to the very edge, I think. That seems a little, I'm going to trim this. I want it to be a little bit more, not as tall, a little bit shorter, just because of the space. Okay, because are people going to really know that's a balloon? Yeah, I hope so. All right, so let's do dimensionals right behind there. And, oh, actually, look, I got a little piece right here from these minis that should fit perfect. Yeah, dimensionals on that part, and then I can do glue and get it right up to the edge. All right, now I do know that is going over the edge a little bit, but what I can do later is just flip this over and trim it. So I'm calling that done for now. And I don't really feel like adding more like bits, rhinestones or anything, because we've got all these sequins. All right, I don't want it to take away, but I love these. I do like a good shaker card every now and again. The problem is mailing them so that they actually don't get smashed flat in the mail, and so they can enjoy them. So cute. All right, so there's our shakers. Let's make some room. All right, so we have our shakers. Let me see. We got our shakers. We've got our gatefolds. And then we got our ladybug and trees. And you guys, so yeah, with the shakers, I'm totally going to make other cards and use these as like the focal points. So why not? Don't waste them. All right. So I hope you like the ideas for the paper to use, not just Christmas. It should be merry, bold, and bright and other things. Okay. So just a reminder, next week is going to be my November workshop, where this will be the 4th year. I'm going to do the Wreaths Across America fundraiser. So it'll be, you could either sponsor wreaths directly, like through the website. I have my official group that I renew it every year through Wreaths Across America. We're registered at the Crownsville Cemetery, or any purchases that you make using the code in November. I'm not doing any freebie because I'm giving away 25%. So like all the commission, and then I actually end up doubling it and for myself. So I donate actually 50%. So like if a workshop ends up at 500, you know, that's whatever, $250 that I will sponsor even more wreaths. And all the information, I have a week to update my blog with all that stuff, but it'll be the same as I've done for, this will be the 4th year now. It was something me and my mom used to do it. So I'm still going to keep doing it. All right. So you guys have a good weekend. I will see Jamie and Di this weekend, and I will catch you guys next Thursday. And let me know if you want either one of those paper pumpkin kits or that last sticky bag that I talked about in the beginning. Okay. Good night, you guys. Bye.